If you could condense all the wisdom of the greatest philosophers into just 1 hour, would you listen? What if, in that hour, you could learn the secrets of resilience, peace, and a life well lived? Imagine discovering timeless advice that could change how you face challenges, handle emotions, and find lasting fulfillment. Well, that's exactly what we're offering you today. 100 life lessons straight from the minds of the Stoic masters, lessons that will transform the way you see the world. Stoicism, a philosophy born in ancient Greece and Rome, focuses on wisdom, self-control, and living in harmony with the world around us. It's a guide to navigating life's highs and lows with grace and strength. Thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus devoted their lives to uncovering timeless truths about how to live well, no matter what life throws at you. And today, we'll break down their most important teachings into 100 bite-sized lessons that you can apply to your own journey. And without further ado, we get to the first lesson now. 1 inch. You have power over your mind, not external events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Imagine a day when the storms of life can no longer shake you, when you understand that you cannot control what happens around you, but you can always control your response. You will feel an immense power. That's the moment you truly find freedom, and nothing can knock you down. 2. He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Seneca. The hardest battle is not with the world out there, but with yourself. When you overcome your fears, your laziness, or your temptations, you not only win in that moment, but build an unbreakable strength. Be proud of every step you overcome, because that is your greatest victory. 3. Focus on what you can control and let go of what you cannot. There are things in life we cannot change: the weather, the past, or other people's thoughts. But think about what you can change: how you see life, how you react when challenges arise. That is the key to finding peace. 4. Self-control is strength. Right thought is mastery. Every time you feel the urge to act impulsively, pause and ask yourself, is this the best I can do? When you make decisions with reason, you are building a strong person, not easily swayed by fleeting emotions. 5. Don't let your emotions rule over your reason. Intense emotions can easily take control, but if you pause, calm down, and think things through, you'll realize you're not a slave to those feelings. You have the power to choose your reaction. When you stay calm, everything becomes clearer. 6. Live with intention, not with impulse. Don't just react to life unconsciously. Set goals, live with purpose, and move towards them with determination every day. You are painting the picture of your life, and every mindful action is a meaningful stroke. 7. Cultivate a strong will to resist temptation. Every time you resist temptation, every time you choose the harder but right path, you are strengthening your will. Like a muscle, your willpower grows with each test. Trust that every time you say no to what isn't good for you, you are becoming the best version of yourself. 8. Your character is your fate. Your life is a reflection of the choices you make every day. The small actions and habits you cultivate form who you are. And when you live with integrity and consistency, your destiny will shine as a result. 9. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. The great goals you dream of cannot be reached by dreams alone. They are the result of persistence, of small, steady steps you take every day. Remember, every time you choose patience and discipline, you are building the bridge to success. 10. Develop the habit of asking yourself, is this necessary? Marcus Aurelius. In times when life feels chaotic, ask yourself, is this really necessary? Each time you simplify life, focusing only on what truly matters, you will feel lighter. It's how you eliminate distractions and focus on what brings real value. 11. Adversity reveals a person's true character. When everything is going well, it's easy to feel strong. But in those moments when life tests you, when adversity strikes, that's when your true self shines. In these challenges, you discover the depths of your courage, the strength you didn't know you had. Remember, it's in your hardest moments that your resilience is born. 12. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Pain will come to all of us. It's a part of life. But suffering, how long we hold on to that pain, that is a choice. You can acknowledge your pain, feel it, and then let it go. You are not defined by your suffering. You are defined by how you rise after it. 13. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. Every obstacle you encounter isn't a dead end. It's a doorway to growth. What blocks your path is there to show you a new way forward. Instead of seeing it as something that stops you, see it as the very thing that will lead you to where you need to go. The obstacle becomes your opportunity. 14. Difficulties strengthen the mind, just as labor strengthens the body. Seneca. Just as muscles grow stronger with effort, your mind grows tougher with every challenge. The more you face, the more resilient you become. With each difficulty, your mind is shaped into something unshakable. Don't shy away from the hard moments. They are sculpting you into someone extraordinary. 15. You cannot control the storm, but you can control how you respond to it. Life will bring storms, and they will come without warning. You may not have the power to stop the wind or the rain, but you always have the power to choose your response. In those moments of chaos, choose calm. In the midst of the storm, find your strength. 16. The obstacle is not an impediment. It's the path to growth. Every time you face an obstacle, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How is this making me better? Because in truth, every roadblock is a lesson in disguise. The more you embrace the challenge, the more you open yourself to growth, and growth is the greatest victory. 17. Endure and persist. This pain will serve you one day. Ovid. There are moments in life where the pain feels unbearable, where you want to give up. But hold on. This pain is temporary. It is shaping you, building a stronger version of you. One day you'll look back and see that it was this pain that taught you your greatest lessons, that made you who you are meant to be. 18. The Stoic must be unshaken by misfortune. Misfortune is a part of life, but it does not have to shake you. The Stoics teach us that no matter what happens, we can remain steady, rooted in our inner strength. When you face loss, failure, or disappointment, stand firm. You are stronger than any misfortune. 19. Sometimes it is the hardships that bring out our best. There are parts of yourself, your bravery, your compassion, your wisdom, that only emerge in times of difficulty. Hardships bring these qualities to the surface. The greater the struggle, the more beautiful your strength becomes. In every hardship, there is an opportunity for you to discover your best self. 20. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. Marcus Aurelius. What troubles you is not the event itself, but the way you perceive it. Change your perspective, and the pain begins to dissolve. The power to transform any situation lies in how you choose to see it. Shift your mind, and you will shift your life. 21. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. Life will throw challenges your way, some small, some overwhelming. But what truly defines your life isn't the circumstances themselves, it's how you choose to respond. When you meet difficulty with calm, resilience, and wisdom, you turn every moment into an opportunity for growth. You are always in control of your reactions, and that is your greatest power. 22. No one is wise who is not also patient. Wisdom is not a quick fix. It's something you build over time. Patience allows you to pause, reflect, and make choices from a place of understanding, not impulse. When you take a breath and give yourself time to think, you invite wisdom into your life. In that space of stillness, the best decisions are made. 23. Don't make decisions when you're emotional. Calm your mind first. Emotions can cloud judgment, leading you to say or do things you might regret later. Before making any important decision, find your center, calm your mind, and let reason guide you, not the heat of the moment. When clarity returns, so does wisdom. A clear mind makes the best choices. 24. Wisdom is knowing what to do. Virtue is doing it. Knowing what's right is only half the battle. The other half is having the courage to act on that knowledge. Every time you choose the harder but right path, you are living wisely. Wisdom without action is meaningless. Let your choices reflect the person you aspire to be. 25. Seek truth, not applause. It's easy to get caught up in wanting approval from others, but true wisdom comes from seeking what is right, not what is popular. The pursuit of truth may not always bring you praise, but it will bring you peace. Let your decisions be guided by truth, not the need to please. 26. Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control, and some things are not. Epictetus. So much of life is beyond our control, but when you focus on what you can change, your thoughts, your actions, your perspective, you unlock a deep sense of peace. Accept what you cannot control and pour your energy into what you can. That is the key to both happiness and freedom. 27. A wise person seeks first to understand, then to be understood. Often we rush to make our point, to be heard, but wisdom teaches us to listen first. When you truly understand another person's perspective, your response becomes more thoughtful, more compassionate. Wisdom lies in the ability to see the world through others' eyes before speaking your own truth. 28. Knowledge without action is useless. You can learn all the lessons, read all the books, and gather all the knowledge in the world. But if you don't put it into practice, it means nothing. Wisdom comes from experience, from applying what you've learned to real life. Take what you know and make it a part of how you live every day. 29. In every decision, consider the consequences. Every choice we make sets off a chain of events. Before you act, think about where your decision will lead. Will it bring more peace, more happiness, more growth into your life, or will it create regret and chaos? Wisdom teaches us to look beyond the immediate moment and consider the long-term impact. 30. A good character is the only guarantee of lasting happiness. Seneca. True. Happiness doesn't come from wealth, success, or recognition. It comes from living in alignment with your values. When you build your life on a foundation of honesty, kindness, and integrity, you create a deep and lasting happiness that no external circumstance can take away. Your character is your legacy. 31. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Marcus Aurelius. When someone wrongs you, the instinct might be to strike back, to make them feel the pain they've caused. But true strength comes from rising above it. The best revenge is not revenge at all. It's becoming someone better. Let your dignity be the answer to their harm. In forgiveness, you find freedom. 32. Do not return harm for harm. When you repay harm with harm, you only continue the cycle of pain. Break the cycle. Let your actions reflect your values, not the actions of others. When you choose compassion over retaliation, you are choosing peace over conflict, and peace is the greatest victory. 33. A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions. Marcus Aurelius. What do you strive for? Is it wealth, recognition, or the admiration of others? Or is it to live a life of honesty, kindness, and integrity? Your true worth is not measured by what you achieve, but by the values that drive your ambitions. Let your heart guide your actions, and your worth will shine in ways the world cannot ignore. 34. Virtue is the only good. The Stoics believed that all external things, wealth, power, fame, are indifferent. What truly matters is virtue. No matter what happens in life, if you live with virtue, you have everything you need. The good life isn't about what you have, but about who you are. 35. No evil can happen to a good man. Epictetus. The Stoics believed that when you live with virtue, nothing can truly harm you. Challenges may come, misfortune may strike, but they cannot touch your soul. When your heart is grounded in goodness, you are unshakable. No external force can take away the peace you've cultivated within. 36. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. It's easy to judge others, to criticize their flaws. But Stoicism teaches us to be patient with those around us, to give them the grace we all need. At the same time, be strict with yourself. Hold yourself to the highest standards, not in pursuit of perfection, but in pursuit of growth. Strive to be better each day, while allowing others the space to find their own way. 37. Kindness is invincible. In a world that can often feel harsh, kindness is a force that cannot be defeated. When you choose kindness, even in the face of cruelty, you rise above the negativity. Kindness is not a weakness. It is the ultimate strength, one that transforms both you and those around you. 38. You are your best when you live according to nature and virtue. Living in harmony with nature means living in harmony with yourself. When your actions align with your values, when you live with honesty, compassion, and courage, you become the best version of yourself. This is where true fulfillment lies, not in what you gain, but in how you live. 39. Courage is the resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not the absence of it. Fear will always be a part of life, but courage is not about living without fear. It's about facing your fears and acting in spite of them. Each time you choose to act with courage, you strengthen your character. Every brave decision brings you closer to the person you were meant to be. 40. What we do in life echoes in eternity. Marcus Aurelius. The choices you make today don't just impact the present. They leave a lasting imprint on the world. Every act of kindness, every moment of courage, every decision to live with integrity creates a ripple that extends far beyond your own life. Live as though your actions will echo forever, because in truth, they do. 41. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say. Marcus Aurelius. Imagine if this day, this moment, could be your last. How differently would you act? What would you say to the people you love? The Stoics remind us to live with urgency, not in fear, but with purpose. Don't wait for tomorrow to express your gratitude, your love, or your dreams. Today is all you are promised. 42. Death is not something to fear. It is a natural part of life. Just as we are born, we will all one day leave this world. Instead of fearing death, we can accept it as a part of the natural order, just like the changing of seasons. This acceptance frees us to live without fear, to embrace life's moments without the shadow of dread hanging over us. 43. Live each day as if it were your last. How much more meaningful would your life be if you treated every day as a gift? What would you do differently? Time is fleeting, and we don't know how much we have left. So live today fully. Do what brings you joy. Pursue what matters most to you, and love deeply. Don't wait. 44. Time is the most valuable thing a man can spend. Theophrastus. Every second that passes is something we can never get back. It's the most precious resource we have. Choose carefully how you spend your time. Don't waste it on things or people who drain you. Invest it in what makes you feel alive. Time well spent is a life well lived. 45. To die is to return to the source of all things. The Stoics viewed death as a return to the universe, the place from which we came. There is peace in knowing that death is simply a transition, a part of the cycle of life. When we see death this way, we can face it with acceptance, knowing it is not an end, but a return. 46. Live with purpose, for life is fleeting. Life is short, and every moment counts. Don't live on autopilot. Ask yourself, what is my purpose? What do I want my life to stand for? When you live with purpose, you fill your days with meaning, and even though life is fleeting, you make every moment count. 47. He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a living man. Fear of death can paralyze us, keeping us from taking risks, pursuing our dreams, or even speaking our truth. The Stoics remind us that to truly live, we must let go of that fear. Only then can we live courageously, with the freedom to create, love, and make our mark on the world. 48. Be mindful that life is short. There will come a day when all of this, the joys, the struggles, the everyday routines, will end. But this isn't a reason for sadness. It's a call to be mindful, to cherish the moments we have. Every conversation, every sunrise, every opportunity to love, it's all fleeting, and that's what makes it so precious. 49. Remember that the end of life is already within you. The Stoics believed that death is always close, but instead of fearing this truth, they embraced it. Knowing that death is with us gives us a deeper appreciation for life. It brings urgency and importance to how we live each day, reminding us that what we do now truly matters. 50. Meditating on death allows us to live more fully. By thinking about our own mortality, we don't become obsessed with it, but rather, we learn to live with more intention. We stop wasting time on trivial matters and start focusing on what really matters, our relationships, our passions, and our personal growth. Death gives life meaning by reminding us that each moment is a gift. 51. True happiness is found in making peace with yourself. The greatest battle we face is often within. When you learn to forgive yourself, to accept your imperfections, and to love yourself for who you are, true happiness begins to unfold. Peace doesn't come from outside. It begins the moment you stop fighting against yourself and embrace who you are. 52. The joy of life comes from facing challenges, not avoiding them. Life's challenges aren't meant to break you. They're meant to shape you. When you step up to face them, you discover your own strength. The joy of life is found in that courage, in knowing that every challenge you overcome makes you more resilient, more fulfilled. Don't run from the obstacles, face them, and watch how they lead you to greater joy. 53. Contentment comes not from having more, but but from wanting less. The pursuit of more can leave you feeling empty, always chasing after something just out of reach. But when you learn to find contentment in the present, in what you already have, a quiet peace takes over. The more you want less, the more you appreciate the richness of what is already in front of you. 54. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. Gratitude is like a key that unlocks fulfillment. When you start appreciating the small things, the warmth of the sun, the kindness of a friend, the food on your table, your world transforms. What once felt ordinary becomes extraordinary. Gratitude turns every day into a treasure. 55. To be rich is to be content with what you have. True wealth isn't about the size of your bank account, but the depth of your appreciation for life. When you are content with what you have, when you stop needing more to feel happy, you realize you've already been rich all along. Contentment is the greatest form of abundance. 56. Simplicity is the key to happiness. In a world that constantly pushes us to want more, do more, and be more, the Stoics remind us that simplicity is the path to peace. Strip away the unnecessary, the clutter of life, and you'll find happiness in the simple things. Time with loved ones, a peaceful walk, a quiet moment to reflect. 57. Do not seek to change the world, but to change your mind about the world. The world may not always meet your expectations, and people may not always behave the way you want, but you have the power to change how you perceive the world. When you shift your mindset, when you choose to see beauty and possibility instead of frustration, peace will follow. 58. Peace comes from within, not from external circumstances. No matter what's happening around you, chaos, uncertainty, challenges, peace is something you can cultivate from within. It doesn't depend on things going perfectly. It's a state of mind, a calm acceptance that you can control how you respond to life, even if you can't control life itself. 59. Be content with what you have, and you'll find joy in everything. Contentment is a practice, a choice you make each day. When you stop focusing on what's missing and start cherishing what's present, everything in your life becomes a source of joy. Even the smallest moments, when met with contentment, can fill your heart with happiness. 60. Life is about the journey, not the destination. We often think happiness lies in achieving something, reaching a goal, hitting a milestone, or getting to the end of a difficult road. But the truth is, fulfillment is found in the journey itself, in the steps you take every day, in the small moments that make up your life. The destination will come, but don't miss the beauty of the path that takes you there. 61. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Marcus Aurelius. Life is shaped by the lenses through which we view it. Remember, much of what you experience is not the truth, but an interpretation of it. Stay open and be willing to see things from a different angle. In this openness, we grow, and in growth, we find wisdom. 62. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. Your thoughts are the foundation of your reality. When you fill your mind with positivity, when you choose gratitude over complaint and hope over fear, your world transforms. The key to happiness lies not in external circumstances, but in the way you think. 63. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Epictetus. Decide who you want to become, strong, wise, compassionate. Then align every action with that vision. Fulfillment is found in living a life where your actions mirror your highest ideals. Today, take one step toward becoming the person you've always dreamed of. 64. Man is disturbed not by things, but by the views he takes of them. Epictetus. It's not the events in your life that cause distress, but how you perceive them. Change your perspective, and you change your reality. What if, instead of seeing obstacles, you saw opportunities? Your mind has the power to shift the entire narrative of your life. 65. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more. That is poor. Seneca. True wealth is not found in material possessions, but in a heart content with what it has. The endless chase for more only leaves you feeling empty. Let go of the need for more, and you'll find abundance in simplicity, in the beauty of the present moment. 66. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. Stop questioning what it means to be good and start living it. Every day is an opportunity to act with kindness, integrity, and wisdom. Don't wait. Let your actions reflect your values, and you'll inspire others simply by being yourself. 67. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. Epictetus. Life can be difficult, but when you learn to laugh at your own mistakes, you find freedom. Embrace your imperfections, your stumbles, and your quirks. They are part of what makes you human. Laughter is a form of strength, and it carries you through the hardest days. 68. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. Epictetus. The moment you place your happiness in things beyond your control, you give away your power. Focus on what you can influence, your thoughts, your actions, your reactions. That is where your true strength lies. 69. Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life. Seneca. Each day is a new beginning, a chance to live fully no matter what happened yesterday. Treat every day as a life unto itself, filled with possibility, filled with hope. You don't need to wait for a perfect moment to begin living. Today is enough. 70. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus. True. Freedom doesn't come from external circumstances. It comes from self-mastery. When you control your mind, your emotions, and your reactions, you are truly free. Nothing outside of you can hold you back when you have mastery within. 71. You always own the option of having no opinion. Marcus Aurelius. Not every situation requires your judgment. Sometimes the wisest response is silence. Let go of the need to always have an opinion, and you'll find peace in the quiet. Not everything in life needs your reaction. Choose where you invest your energy. 72. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Seneca. How many times have you imagined the worst, only to find that reality was far kinder? Our minds often create fears that don't exist. Stay present. Most of the things we worry about never happen. Focus on now, and your fears will lose their grip. 73. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Seneca. What some call luck is really a matter of readiness. Prepare yourself. Work on your skills, your mindset, your knowledge, and when the right moment comes, you'll be ready. The opportunities that will change your life are often those you create through persistence. 74. How long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? Epictetus. Don't wait for tomorrow to start becoming the person you're meant to be. The time to demand more from yourself, to expect greatness from your life, is now. Stop settling. Stop delaying. Your best life is waiting for you to take action today. 75. The best answer to anger is silence. Marcus Aurelius. Anger is fleeting, but the damage it can cause can be lasting. When emotions are high, silence is your greatest tool. In silence, you find clarity. In silence, you regain control. Let time temper your emotions, and you'll respond with wisdom, not wrath. 76. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Epictetus. Words can inspire, but actions change lives. Instead of telling others what you believe, show them. Live in such a way that your philosophy is evident in everything you do. Let your life be the message you send to the world. 77. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Marcus Aurelius. Life isn't always graceful. It's messy, unpredictable, and often hard. But that's what makes it beautiful. It's in the struggle, in the wrestling with life's challenges, that we find our strength. Embrace the fight. It's shaping you into something remarkable. 78. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Marcus Aurelius. Don't let the fear of death stop you from living fully. The real tragedy is not death, but a life unlived. Start now. Chase your dreams, speak your truth, and love without hesitation. You don't need to wait for a perfect moment. This is your moment. 79. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them. Marcus Aurelius. Take time to notice the beauty around you. The quiet moments, the stars at night, the laughter of a friend. These are the treasures of life. The more you focus on the beauty, the more beautiful your life becomes. 80. Don't explain your pain. Just endure it. Marcus Aurelius. Pain is inevitable, but how you handle it is your choice. You don't need to justify your suffering or dwell on it. Endure with grace, knowing that every trial is refining you, making you stronger. Let your resilience be your response. 81. Throw me to the wolves, and I will return leading the pack. Seneca. Adversity is your greatest teacher. When life pushes you down, rise with even more strength. Use every challenge as fuel for your growth. The tougher the challenge, the greater the victory. 82. Nothing, to my way of thinking, is a better proof of a well-ordered mind than a man's ability to stop just where he is and pass some time in his own company. Seneca's solitude is a sign of inner peace. If you can sit quietly with yourself and feel content, you've reached a level of freedom many never achieve. In those quiet moments, you connect with your truest self. 83. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Marcus Aurelius. Let your actions and words reflect your values. Live with integrity, and you'll find peace in knowing that you've done what's right. Truth and goodness are the foundation of a life well lived. 84. You become what you give your attention to. Epictetus. Where you focus your attention shapes your life. If you dwell on negativity, your life will reflect it. But if you focus on growth, kindness, and wisdom, you'll become a reflection of those things. 85. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. The more you crave, the more you suffer. True wealth isn't about accumulating more, but in wanting less. When you're content with what you have, you've already achieved the greatest wealth of all. 86. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Seneca. Surround yourself with those who lift you up, who challenge you to grow. Your environment shapes who you become, so choose wisely. Be with those who inspire you to be your best. 87. No great thing is created suddenly. Epictetus. Patience is essential on the journey to greatness. Big achievements take time, persistence, and dedication. Trust the process and keep moving forward. even when progress seems slow. 88. It is difficulties that show what men are. Epictetus. Your character is revealed not in comfort, but in difficulty. When life tests you, let your strength shine. These are the moments that define who you are. 89. To bear trials with a calm mind robs misfortune of its strength and burden. Seneca. Face hardships with calm, and you strip them of their power. When you meet difficulty with peace, you turn adversity into an opportunity for growth. 90. The more a man harmonizes himself with the flow of life, the more content he will be. Resistance to life's changes creates frustration. Instead, flow with life's natural rhythms. Accept the changes, and you'll find peace even in the midst of uncertainty. 91. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Epictetus. True. Freedom comes when you let go of the need to control what's outside your influence. Focus on your actions, your thoughts, and your attitude. That's where your power lies. 92. The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today. Seneca. When you're always waiting for tomorrow, you miss the beauty of today. Stop waiting for the perfect time and start living now. 93. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive. Marcus Aurelius. Every morning is a new opportunity. The simple act of waking up is a gift. Start your day with gratitude and everything else will follow. 94. It is better to conquer grief than to deceive it. Seneca. Don't run from pain. Face it. In confronting your grief, you allow yourself to heal. True strength lies in facing what hurts and coming out the other side stronger. 95. No man was ever wise by chance. Seneca wisdom isn't something that happens by accident. It's earned. Through reflection, learning, and life's lessons, you become wise. Seek wisdom actively, and it will enrich your life. 96. Tranquility can't be grasped except by those who have reached an unwavering and firm power of judgment. Seneca. True. Peace comes when you master your thoughts and emotions. When your mind is steady, external chaos cannot shake you. 97. Sometimes even to live is an act of courage. Seneca. Life is hard, and sometimes simply continuing is the bravest thing you can do. Recognize the strength it takes just to keep going, and honor your courage. 98. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Seneca. Hardships are necessary for growth. Just as friction polishes a gem, trials refine you. Embrace them. They are making you into something beautiful. 99. He who is brave is free. Seneca courage is the key to freedom. When you face your fears, you free yourself from the limitations they impose. Be brave, and you will live without regret. 100. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Epictetus. The hardest challenges lead to the greatest victories. Don't shy away from difficulty. Embrace it. The reward is worth the struggle. Each of these Stoic life lessons holds the potential to change the way you see the world and yourself. They remind us that strength, peace, and fulfillment are not found outside of us, but within. Keep these lessons close and let them guide you as you navigate the challenges and joys of life.